Okay, today I'll be presenting on steel in buildings and infrastructures, done by myself, George Carl. Introduction. Construction is one of the most important steel used industries, accounting for more than 50% of world steel demand. Buildings from houses to car parks to schools and skyscrapers rely on steel for their strength. Steel is also used on roofs and as cladding for exterior walls. It is also the operation of buildings accounts for 28% of global emissions. They also present many opportunities for reducing emissions and mitigating climate change. So what is steel? Steel is an alloy of iron and carbon and sometimes other elements such as chromium. Because of its high tensile strength and low cost, this material is best used in buildings, infrastructures, tools, ships, trains, cars, etc. Iron is the base metal of steel and can take on two crystalline forms. Three common types of steel building used in construction. Firstly, we'll be talking about plain carbon steel or mild steel, which is one of the most used steel in construction. This is the most common type of steel used in building construction, which is also known as mild steel. It is uncollably strong and durable and ensures a sturdy build due to the strength and carbon steel provides. It is hugely useful in building and has proven to be one of great advantage. Also this type of steel, it does not crack when bent. It is immensely flexible and it is ductile and has great plasticity, along with the fact that it can endure calamities like earthquakes without it causing cracks in the steel. This is the most advantageous factor of carbon steel. Secondly, we'll be talking about rebar steel. It is more commonly known as reinforcing steel. This type of steel is used as a tension device for reinforcing concrete or reinforcing masonry structure. It is created out of carbon steel with ridges given to it for mechanical anchoring in a better way in the concrete. Also, it provides resistance, durability, and aesthetics, with local resistance and stiffness that spreads through a wide area that other types of steel aren't usually equipped in. It has immense expansion potential and comes in various sizes depending on the country and construction. Thirdly, structural steel. Structural steel shapes are made of this kind of steel, which is formed out of a precise cross-section. At the same time, it follows definite standards for mechanical properties and chemical composition. Structural steels come in various shapes like I-beam, Z-shape, HSS shape, L-shape, angle, structural, channel, C-beam, cross-section, T-shape, real profile, bar, rod, plate, open joist or web steel, etc. Also, standard structural steel varies in different countries with different specifications. For example, European I-beam is a structural steel that comes in carbon, low alloy, corrosion resistance, high strength, low alloy. And structural steel is ductile, strong, durable, and can be morphed into almost any shape based on the construction. And here you can see a picture of what structural steel is, and on this one is showing you the different angles that this type of steel that they come. Firstly is the angle on the ball plate, square bar, and T-bar. So why is steel used in structural buildings? Now we'll be talking about 6 steel infrastructure benefits. Firstly, speedy construction, service integration, value for money, flexibility and adaptability, sustainability, quality, and safety. Speedy construction. Speedy construction. Steel construction includes pre-created things that are produced off-site and can be quickly introduced nearly with negligible issues. This makes a fair degree of profitability and other time-related investment found that have a fantastic effect on productivity. One of the key benefits of using a steel structure is the ability to create more space. Steel construction involves preferring items that are manufactured off-site and can be installed inside with minimum problems. Secondly, service integration. Service integration is one of the key advantages of utilizing a steel structure. It is in the capacity to make more space. Mechanical ventilation for building structures can be effectively incorporated without taking from the first design and profundity of floors. This can be especially helpful when building structure confinements are concerned. Mechanical ventilation for commercial buildings can be easily integrated without taking from the original layout and depth of floors. This can be particularly beneficial with buildings head restrictions are concerned. Flexibility and adaptability. Flexibility and adaptability steel pillars with web opening take into consideration opening arrangement aligned with insignificant columns and effective dissemination space. One of the key benefits of using structure is the ability to create more space. Mechanical ventilations for commercial buildings. Structural steel beams with web openings allow for an open plan design with minimal columns and efficient circulation space. This results in the building having a mild build quality and allows for all internal walls and fixtures to be changed if necessary. The industrial building then has the potential to be used for multiple purposes. Sustainability. Sustainability. All steel structures are 100% recyclable, and because of the building versatility and adaptability, the structural life can be definitely protracted in contrast with solid congregations where their motivations can be restricted. Also, all these structures adhere to high environmental standards and achieve low operation carbon targets. Now we'll be talking about how steel is used in building and infrastructures. For buildings, structural section. These provide a strong, stiff frame for the building and make up of 25% of the steel used in buildings. The possibilities for using steel in buildings and infrastructure are limited. The most common applications are reinforcing bars. These add tensile strength and thickness to concrete and make up 45% of steel used in buildings. Steel is used because it binds well to concrete, has a similar thermal expansion coefficient, and is strong and relatively cost-effective. Reinforced concrete is also used to provide deep foundation and basement and is currently the world's primary building material. Sheet products. Sheet products is 31% in such as roofing, purlins, internal walls, ceilings, cladding, and insulation panel for exterior walls. Non-structural steel. Steel is also found in many non-structural applications in buildings such as heating and cooling equipment and interior ducting. For infrastructures, transport network. Steel is required for bridges, tunnels, rail tracks, and in constructing buildings such as fueling stations, train stations, ports, and airports. About 60% of steel is used in this application is as rebar, and the rest is section plate and rail track. Utilities: fuel, water, power. Over 50% of the steel used for this application is underground pipelines to distribute water to and from housing and to distribute gas. The rest is mainly rebar for power station and pumping houses. Other benefits of using steel in construction. We'll be talking about the other benefits why steel is commonly used in construction. Firstly, is reusable and endlessly recyclable. Buildings are currently responsible for 39% of global energy-related carbon emissions, 28% from operational emissions from energy needed to heat, cool and power them, and remaining 11% from materials under construction. The same durability, the same properties, the same material. Steel can be recycled and reused endlessly. 2 of every 3 tons of steel produced is recycled material. Contains at least 25% recycled steel. All steel products, including steel framing and steel roofing, contain recycled steel. Steel framing contains at least minimum of 25% recycled steel and is continually and completely recyclable. Using recycled steel takes the pressure off renewable resources. Enable energy efficiency in building and construction projects. This means steel sections provides an elegant, cost-effective method of spanning long distance. Extending steel spans can create large open plan, column-free internal space, with many clients now demanding column grid spacing over 15 meters. Light requiring reduced foundation. Steel structures can be significantly lighter than concrete equivalents and require less extensive foundation, reducing the environmental impact of the build. So in conclusion, as you can see, steel buildings have many advantages that should be considered. They are easy to install and durable, demand minimal maintenance, and are environmental friendly. They also offer much more flexibility compared to other types of construction. For example, less material implied resource saving and a less impact on environment. And it is flexible in combination with other materials. And steel is earthquake resistant due to steel ductility. Also, it is fast on site built for prefabricated buildings and is durable more than any other material in construction site. So now I'll be showing a video about how a structure is being built with structural steel and showing how the different connections are being connected. So with this video, it brings me to the ending of my presentation. So I hope you like it, and thank you for your attention.